a mistake or is this a masterpiece? Hi, I'm Nidhi and welcome to week 2 of my series. Can I really learn acrylic painting in 40 weeks? I don't know. Let's see. So, yeah, my topic for week 2 was still life, and I chose the easiest still life painting that I could find on the internet. Can you guess what it is? Yes, correct. I chose a fruit, that too an apple, the easiest one. No problem there. But the journey was not that easy. I thought an apple was easy, but my second week journey wasn't that easy. Starting was a burn sienna mishap, which I think you have already seen in the shots. My apple was looking like a potato, and then I somehow saved it. The second problem that I had this week is same as first week. I didn't have proper brushes, so I was using a filbert brush. Last time I called it a Gilbert brush, but yes, this time I was using a filbert brush, and I wasn't really satisfied by it because it doesn't give you those straight lines, right? And it's always a curve like this, and I did not really like it. So that was my second challenge, and my third challenge here was minute details. I didn't know how to really draw them. Drawing the apple, basic apple, was also a challenge for me, but somehow I managed it. I know I could have drawn better, but let's look at the process then, and then let's look at it one by one and decide where I have been good, where I've been wrong, and what I have learned. Speaking about that, I have learned a lot of brush techniques this week because of having only filbert brushes. That was a mistake actually. I did not know a difference between a filbert brush and a flat brush, because of which I bought a filbert brush thinking it was a flat brush. Now I have finally ordered flat brushes and they have arrived, and I'm learning painting techniques with these flat brushes. So if you're interested, please let me know in the comments below, and I will share with you my process of learning these techniques with filbert brushes, with flat brushes, with round brushes, and also with the detailing brushes. So these are the only kind of brushes that I have right now, so I can show all of them to you and how I use them for different techniques, what I do with them. So if you're interested, let me know in the comments. So yeah, now let's get back to that apple. The apple wasn't as easy as I thought it would be because it's still second week, right? It's still life, but this week I think I have gotten a little better at mixing colors, because last time in the sunset, I wanted one color, I ended up mixing something else, and then I ran out of white in the middle. I ran out of lemon yellow somewhere. But this time I had proper colors, but only that I did not have proper brushes. Other than that, it was fine this week and I'm very happy. So yeah, let's start painting. So this is one of those tutorials that I followed from YouTube, which is Draw Along With Me. And if you are interested, I can send you the link for this apple. And you can draw it because mine is not going to be that great that you can follow along. So yeah, here I am trying to paint it white. Do you know why I'm doing that? Because when I started painting this, the artist in the tutorial that I was following painted it burnt sienna. I did not know why she was doing that, and but I blindly followed her, and I also painted it. But hers was lighter at the end. When I compared hers with mine, hers was lighter and it was better, and mine was super dark. In some places, the burnt sienna almost looks like black, and I panicked. I panicked really hard. So that's why I'm trying to now paint it white. So maybe to lighten the burnt sienna, maybe it'll get better. It'll start looking like that of the artist. But yeah, I mean, I don't think the burnt sienna part was that helpful. But nevertheless, I did that. But looking at that apple, which was like with burnt sienna, I did not have a lot of hopes, but I didn't want to like draw it again and start it again. So I thought maybe I'll finish it and then maybe redraw it from the beginning. The thing what I thought was I'll do all the mistakes that I want to make in this painting, and then I will redraw it again and make it more beautiful and not repeat those mistakes again. So that's why I directly started with the next color, which was red. So when I started applying the red, that's when it started to come out, and I started to understand why applying an undercoat or an underlayer is that important. Because as I was applying the first coat of red, some places it was dark, some places it was lighter, but it was the same color. I did not apply a darker version of red or a lighter version of red at places, but it was the same color. But because of the undercoat, it was looking very beautiful, and it already had a character to it, and I really liked it. And I think going forward I will start applying burnt sienna as my first layer for all my paintings, and then we'll start with the details on top of it and applying the real colors. But of course not as dark as I have applied here, the burnt sienna, but yeah, a lighter coat and a beautiful wash of burnt sienna, and then continue with my painting going forward. And now to detailing. So while I was painting this part, I was super, super, super scared. Do you know why? Because do you see that white part which I had left, which looks like Batman? Yeah, that part I had left because in the original painting, in that part is a little lighter than the rest of the apple, and that is mostly the lightest part, and I did not want to miss that part, so that's why I kept it white. But then the artist whom I was following along started painting it, and then I was like, okay, I'll also do it. But I was super duper scared because I knew I was going to mess up later. I will forget which part was it, where exactly was it, or I will paint some other part and then it will not look good. But yeah, the detailing then continued, and then I started painting this apple. Exactly here, I started to understand that I've messed up because the artist whom I was following along was painting with a lighter color, and then I had already started painting with a darker color. And by now, I had learned it the hard way that in acrylics or in any other painting, you should always paint from light to dark and not from dark to light, because once you reach dark you cannot do anything, and who else will know it better than me after the burnt sienna mishap. And so then we continued with the details one by one. But frankly speaking, at this point, I was kind of bored with this painting. I was only continuing it because I had started it and I had put in so much effort into it, and I wanted to see how it will actually turn out. But I was not bored because of the tutorial that I was following was boring or something like that. I was bored because I was only using one color. I was only using either red or a lighter version of red, or like a darker version of red, or pink or very light pink, and then white along with all of these. And I was kind of bored because when I started painting, I wanted to draw or paint with lots of colors like bright orange, pink, magenta, light blue, dark blue. But none of those colors were there in this, and I was kind of bored because love colors. To be very frank, I love colors. So then I decided it's okay, I'll continue with this painting, but for the next one, I will surely select something which is more colorful, which is more bright, which is more fun, and which is not monotonous. But I think for beginners, it's okay when I started with this painting because it was only one color, so less confusion. But I was learning the value of the colors, that is darker, lighter, how to mix them, how to get different colors with the same color. But yeah, it was boring after one point, but it's okay. Then we reach this part of the painting, which is also my most favorite part, and the part where I was super, super scared. This was my favorite part because putting these dots was super duper relaxing. It was so relaxing, unlike all this paintings and shading and getting different shades and colors. This part was very relaxing. But at the same point, I was also panicking because my underpainting was done. By underpainting, I mean here is all my shades are done, the dark parts are looking dark, the light part are looking light, and I knew that if I mess up these dots, I cannot do anything else, or I cannot correct it right now. So I was also panicking while I was putting these dots, because somewhere with a little more pressure the dots were becoming bigger and somewhere it was becoming smaller. So yeah, it was stressful as well as relaxing. And then we reach the part where I start spoiling this painting. You can see here that nothing is blended well, everything is very patchy, and I knew when I was painting it that I'm spoiling it, but I wanted to do the details that the artist whom I was following along was doing. And you can see right now that there are clear brush strokes which are not blended, and this white part which was supposed to be just light, not white, looks super duper patchy, and it looks like it's a sticker on that apple and not actually light falling on it and reflecting. So I knew I had messed it up, but then I wanted to just finish it, so that's why I continued along with it. No, but I was not very happy with it, and I somehow, with this all this detailing, I spoiled the painting, and it made it very patchy and did not blend it well. But that's that. Now, dan dan, the final reveal. Claps, 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 claps. So, yes, what do you think? Is it a mistake or is it a masterpiece? How much did I spoil it? Did you expect it to be this good? I know it's patchy, but tell me about it. So yeah, that was my week 2. And for week 3, let me know what you want to see. Do you want to see brush techniques, different techniques with brushes? That is my 3 brushes that I have. What kind of brushes I'm using, or do you want to proceed with week 3 topic? So for week 3, I'm a little dicey with what I want to do. I could either go with like composition or still life, but one step further with good focal points composition, or I could also do Indian festival pick. So I could also do that, considering one of the Indian festival is coming. I am leaning towards the Indian festival, so let me know what you're interested in, and then we can paint that next week, and you can paint that along with me. Let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe and follow my journey, and let me know if my apple was a mistake or a masterpiece. Thank you.